Vellore Institute of Technologies Grand Student Fest Gravitas 2009 concluded recently, and Pratibha Raman had a chance to spend a couple of days on campus. She came back with tons of stories. Take a look at some of the shipbuilding, aeromodeling and programming events that she covered.
On Byte It today, I'm at one of the meccas of engineering, the Vellore Institute of Technology, and Gravitas 09 is one of the biggest and the most exciting technical fests in all of India. So I'm going to check out the design and engineering events. Gravitas 09 at the Vellore Institute of Technology was spread out across 3 days. Being a robotics enthusiast, I first checked out all the events associated with it and covered it on Byte It last week. But there was so much more that was happening here that I brought back for this week's show as well. Students from different parts of this country had fun playing with these metal toys, but it's time they got serious too. The fest had equally exciting events to test their theoretical knowledge on technology. How does an 86-ton aircraft become airborne? How does a massive vessel float on the sea and steer its way through water? It all begins in sound theory before anything else. Man's fascination for travel by air and sea has seen mind-blowing innovations since time immemorial. Here at Gravitas 09, you'll see that taken one step further, where brilliant minds from across the country get together and build airplanes and ships using only mechanics and applied physics.
It's a simple mechanics event where we used to cut the rubber cardboard and we need to make a aircraft, and that we need to fly by rubber using a rubber band. So it's like a simple mechanics. We're used to such a lift, drag, Bernoulli's theorem like we have learned in our 11th and 12th stuff. In that we can use such, if 45-degree angle is there, the maximum time of flight, at the same time the maximum distance can be covered. Like we use that so that we get 99 meters and the time of flight was around 12 seconds. That was, I think, much more than enough with a cardboard.
The efficacy of the plane is tested on 2 parameters. How long can they stay up and how far can they travel? Mechanics and physics come into play. Cutting the cardboard and crafting the different parts of the plane while matching the proportion of the wing size and the length of the body is a function of mechanics. Determining the weight and velocity of the model is the role of physics. Some used pebbles to increase the weight of the body at the bottom so the air pushes the plane from behind.
Back wings was there, so we need to give some support. So we use Fevicol to give some weight addition. So if it will go like this, then the weight will stop to move and to bend crash landing. So we use such things, and the front sphere we also use chewing gum. Like chewing gum can, if it is crash landing, that the front part won't come out. So we use such things and we cut the wings 2 directions so that the velocity distribution will be same in all sides, so it will go straight.
From the air to the sea now. Electrical components play a vital role in technology and engineering. But how do things work without it? Nautica was an event that required participants to design ships, saw wires, remotes and electrical motors. If one used steam energy, another used air pressure. Steam energy was successful in propelling this boat quite a distance in water, in this case VIT's swimming pool. The candle on the ship heated the coil and the steam generated by it was routed through a tube to provide the energy for the ship to surge ahead. And finally, from sea to land and computers. Computer technology revolves around coding and programming, and Gravitas would be incomplete without events for that. Languages and processors form the basis of these machines, without which we can't imagine life today. Bits and bytes form an important part of the vocabulary of the digital language, and here's an event to test your skills in the binary world, zeros and ones. And how could Byte It miss it? Some of the real-time functions like the logic of a lift in a mall, speed warning device, or a code converter for the FBI were tackled by participants who used logic gates, a theory in computer technology. These gates help a machine make decisions based on the options given. The gates were designed on a software called Visual Spice.
Since I was quite well versed with logic gates, I thought I could take part in it. My biggest challenge was about the software in it, because it was the first time I was working with Visual Spice. Initially at round 2 I found it a bit difficult, but fortunately I got adapted to the software, and by round 3 I was going quite fine.
Care of real-time functions like generating platform tickets at railway stations. You could see on the monitor how a microprocessor worked in accordance to the code. Once you test run it, you can even give various inputs and check whether the program is working right or not.
Gravitas has been a tremendous success. Students have been working for this festival for the past 6 months, and you will see that they had the opportunity to go around the country to go and tell other college students and brought them here. That's why you will see that the number of registrations has crossed more than 8,000, coming from 300 institutions throughout the country. People from North India and other states of South India have come and registered and participated in various countries. I'm really proud of our students for making this an outstanding success.
At Gravitas 09, we saw some of the most innovative designs and models built on simplest concepts. I think this goes to show that a grand old institution like the Vellore Institute of Technology continue to and will continue to produce young, brilliant minds.
Byte It returns in just a few minutes to say hello to one of the world's most famous superheroes. Batman returns in just a bit in our gaming world.